My name is Patrick Modrowski. I'm the coordinating producer for RSN. In that capacity, I'm also the lead game producer. So that means I do about 120 games plus spring training a year, and I have the privilege of working with some of the finest technicians in the world for a really fantastic network. Whereas the director worries about cameras and framing shots, my role is communicating with talent, integrating graphics and sponsorships, and then also replays. A producer and a director in a show are working hand in hand, and it's really important to have respect for what the other person is doing, and understanding that live is paramount. If we have a really big home run that's hitting the game, you know that the hitter is going to go down the dugout and be smacking everybody's hand and hugging and, you know, elaborate handshakes and just fun stuff, right? It's my job in that moment to let Vito have that moment, to allow the fans to have that moment, because it doesn't matter. I can cue up the same things in replay. It hits different when it happens live and you catch it live. This is my ISO monitor. I have all the cameras I need, all of the tape sources, graphics, whatnot in here. Looking at the rest of this wall, right here I have CG1 and CG2, which mirrors what the director has here, so those are graphics, and then also home bug. So that all lives here in front of me, so I can QC things before they hit air. I've got other things over here. Notice in the far corner is the clock. You know, I have to make kind of calculations on the fly. If I roll out the previous inning, what do I have to do? Do I have time to do that sponsor graphic, or do we need to return and get ready to play ball? In that far corner, that's where my cards will go. Then I can help talent know what they, you know, need to read associated to a specific sponsor or a specific role in. These monitors here in front of me, these are my lifeblood. These are our 4 tape machines, the outputs of our 4 tape machines. We call them red, blue, which is our primary lead, gold, silver, AB, which leads our post-game show, our pre and post-game show, and XY. To the left here, these are all the inputs. These machines where you hear colors, these are the machines where I have my super slow-mo cameras. Our super slow-mos are the tight center, so where you see pitch grips and follows, our high first, which gets a great down the line shot, our low first, and our low third. AB, this is primarily what we call 4 and 2. 4 is the game camera, the normal camera where you see a baseball game. 2 is the high home, which is where you see, you know, when a ball's hit and they take to a camera and you see the ball leaving the yard, that's camera 2. XY, that's where we put a lot of our fun cameras, like our mid-home robo, our wire cam goes in there, our mid-third goes in there, and our overhead, our what we call high home, which is a really important camera for us. It gives you a really, you know, fantastic look of check swings. When it comes to the RTS panel, I'll wake it up. I listen to my booth talent pre-fade by listening to the color analyst specifically. If you see it up and then you also see the bottom lit up, that means I'm forced talking to everybody that's listening, in this case on the tape channel. Other people that I communicate with include the in-house, Krista Reuscher upstairs. We stay for God Bless America. There is a little dance that we do end of the top of the 7th where we got 3 outs. All right, here we go. I tell Dave, all right, 10 seconds to God Bless America, and I'm counting Chris and Chuck Morgan. And at the end of that 10 count, go Chuck. And away we go, and it looks seamless on television.
Stand by, Chris, I'll count you.
5 take.
10 to God Bless. 9, 8.
Ready to
7,
dissolve 8.
6.
Dissolve.
2, 1, go Chuck.
In the middle of an inning, I can talk to Dave directly, or in this case, Bassick directly, and tell him, like, for instance, with Bassick, I might say, you know, hey, routine out, I've got a sponsored element for Dave. And it's usually fewer words than that. My goal is to communicate what I'm going to do in 5 words or less.
Copyright coming back, Murph. Dave, I'm going to come back. I'm going to show you Jonah, and then I'm going to show the double one more time. Back up wide.
My communication with Dave is paramount, because play-by-play to producer, it's the lifeblood of the show. If Dave and I aren't on the same page, then the show's probably not going to go off the way we want it to. So the tape room, it used to be actual physical tapes. It's the spot where you take in all of your cameras for replay purposes, and it helps you tell the story of how a play happened or didn't happen on any given situation that might come up during a game. So let's say there's a ball hit in the left center gap, right? I know in my head kind of what everyone's shooting. Ball hit in the gap by one of our guys, I'm generally going to start with the swing. Well, I have tight center that I can start with the grip on gold, or I can do trails on A. I'm going to tell my talent before it happens, second look's going to be side swing because it really kind of shows the precision with which these hitters functionally use their bats. I'll tell B, hey, B real speed, and that's also a note to the A1, hey, you need to track that because it's an audio as much as a visual. And if you see something happening in what we call real time and you don't hear it, it's weird, right? So gold, red's got the side swing, B real, blue real. That's how I would walk through it. So basically, this is my standard format. Sometimes it's a partnership between myself and the talent. Oftentimes it's just, you look at what happened the game before, you look what's happening coming up, who's on the mound, things like that, and you come up with the topics you want to talk about and how you want to execute them. So I lay it out when we're using animations, when we're using, cameras, when we're on cam, full screen graphics, video, et cetera, et cetera. The talent wakes up in the morning, they know, okay, this is what I'm talking about. So during BP, when they're down on the field, when the players are milling about and the coaches and whatnot, and manager, they can spend some time asking questions about those things so they can weave that into the open and into conversation throughout the game. Our ethos, my ethos, is everything that we can do to make this look like a national broadcast, I want us to try to achieve. And I know the people above me in ownership and my direct reports feel the same way, and the people that we brought on board strive for one thing, and that's excellence.